We all know what happened last time we took on Newcastle. We got beat. We definitely didn't deserve to. Referee cheated us out of a deserved victory. We've prepared for our revenge in probably the best manner possible. And now it's just time for us to go out there and get that revenge on Newcastle. Like we mentioned, the form has been outstanding since we last played an episode. Obviously, the 2-2 draws against Aston Villa and West Ham, not the results we wanted. Letting the good leads slip. And defensively, we were a bit shaky in the next match as well. A 5-3 win against Leeds. Obviously, good to get the 5 goals, but we did need to sort out the defence. I think over the next few games, we've sorted out a settled team and a settled defence, and that has enabled us to go on a very good unbeaten run. A 5-1 win against Brighton, followed up by a 1-1 draw against Man City, and then an astonishing 3-0 win away at Spurs. Then a doubleheader against Crystal Palace, performing poorly in the league, and in the league we beat them 5-0. But then in the Cup, bit of a different story. Although we did get through 0-0 after the 90 minutes, and we had to rely on a penalty shootout to take us through that one. Followed that up, 2-1 win against Fulham, and then in our most recent games, unfortunately haven't recorded the wins, but a decent 1-1 draw against Man U, and then a heavily rotated team got a 2-2 draw against Wolves. All in all, that leaves us 9th place in the Premier Division, 32 points on the board, 18 games remaining, so we are looking solid to stay in the league for next year. Johan Bonny, he has hit form, and he's hit form quite hard. Joint top scorer in the league with, not surprisingly, Erling Haaland. But he has been the real driving force behind the good run of results that we have had in recent matches. Before we jump into the game, there is a little bit of sad news on the out. Luke O'Nien wasn't getting much football for us this season. Obviously, spent a long time at the club, 208 appearances altogether for us in the league, plus more in the cups. And he has just been an absolute stalwart for us. Sad to see him go, but didn't want to see him sit on the reserves and just waste the remaining career that he does have. We've allowed him to go to Ipswich. That gave us 7.5 million in the bank. That has been slightly increased. We have adjusted our aims for the season, and we are now looking to avoid a relegation battle. In a show of faith as well, the board have given me a new contract, which is always nice. So things have really been looking up for us in the past couple of months. Great to see we are in a nice healthy position in the league. The squad looking very healthy. Simon and Chris Rigg both been out with quite long-term injuries, both looking to come back into the team very soon. Maybe looking to loan Chris Rigg out just to get him some first-team football over the course of the second part of the season. Other than that though, very excited to see what this team can do. We are just above Newcastle in the league, so a win today would be amazing for us. Not only in terms of being able to break away from Newcastle a bit, but just in terms of getting revenge. We've been cheated out of the wins against them a couple of times now. It's not something that we want to continue, and we are going to go out there and we are going to give it our all to get the points today. The team for today is probably our settled first team now. Maybe a question over Patterson. Him and Simon probably will wrestle that out over the course of the season. Obviously Simon injured at the moment, so Patterson reclaims his place for today. Hume, Ballard, Seal, Alan Thomas, they make up the back four. Legowski, Neil and Adrago in front of them. Clark, Roberts has reclaimed his place from Jewis and Bennett as well. Hadn't scored since the championship season at the end of the last episode, but 6 goals in the game since then. He has really upped his form, realised Jewis and Bennett isn't just here to be his backup, is actually a legitimate competition for him, and as a result he has really stepped up his game. And like we said, that man Bonny, the real driving force behind what we have been doing this season. 19 appearances, 18 goal contributions from him. Really has been a fantastic player for us. We'd like to see some more in this game. It's the game that we want to win. It's the game that we've been looking for over the past few months, because this is the game that we need to take our revenge in. We are sick of losing to Newcastle now, and we are sick of the refs giving Newcastle all the decisions. Today is the day that we're going to go out there. We are going to get the win, and we are going to send the Stadium Light faithful home happy. First attack of the game. Luke Thomas taking a while to pick the ball up there, waiting for Udrago to get off the pitch. Hopefully that's nothing too serious. Plays it back to him now. Jack Clark, he cuts inside like he likes to do. Poor shot though, straight at Nick Pope. Probably thought he would have done better there. He's also hit a bit of form recently. Those goals that he scored in the last episode have started a nice little run of form for him. So we do have all of our attacking players performing at quite a high standard over the past couple of months. We just need it to happen again today. Almiron, he's trying to break forward. Dan Neil gets it, and Patrick Roberts is there, out on the wing. He cuts inside onto his forward left foot. Bonnie hits the back of the net, and like we're very, very used to seeing against Newcastle, it's an offside goal for us. It will be disallowed. And, yep, hopefully it's not the start of the pattern that we saw in the last games. This one was very clear-cut. Definitely offside. Trippier, he's on the free kick. That's over the bar. Udrago has picked up a little knock. We will see if he can recover from that over the course of the first half, but we do have Bellingham on the bench. He's got his first Premier League goal recently against Wolves, so hopefully he'll be a bit confident. He has got himself up to match fitness as well, so it's great to have him as an option back in the team. Trippier now standing over the free kick again, and that's another free kick which has just gone over the bar for us. A couple of opportunities he's had now. Since that offside chance, we haven't really had any attacking play at all to speak of from ourselves. We need to improve on that front. Definitely have had lots and lots of games recently where just attacking we've been relentless. Bonnie now, he's through. He's looking to get a shot off. Nick Pope forced into the save, and a save that he does make well. Keeping the pressure up low, Patrick Roberts, he's going to whip that ball into the box. Goes to the back post. Plays there. A couple of them did rise to get the ball. Not sure who did make it, but they headed it over the bar. A little bit better from us in the closing stages of this first half, but still nothing concrete to get in terms of goals. That is something that we need to do, because we've seen before, if we don't get goals, Newcastle are more than capable of snatching them for themselves. Jack Clark looking to counter now. Bonnie, he holds it up and plays it to Hume. Hume now looking forward to Patrick Roberts, and he has space to drive into. Plays it back to Hume though, and now he's driving into that space himself, into Roberts, and he plays it to Bonnie. Another goal which they are looking at. It seems like it's been years since we've had one of these given for us, and it's still years since we've had one of those given for us. Oh, again, that's another one which is very close to being onside. These refs just really don't like us, and it's starting to get very frustrating, especially against Newcastle. He's got his hand up again, man. What's the issue this time? Yes, he's allowed one. Finally, they've allowed one. Udrago, he gets, I think, maybe his first Premier League goal of the season. Poor play out of the back from Newcastle. We managed to get the ball, quickly played forward, and Udrago chips it over the fallen Nick Pope. We'll have a look at this one. And yeah, very clearly onside. Nice to take a lead into half-time, obviously against the big rivals. Part 1 of the revenge mission is going very well, but obviously we need to keep it up and make sure that we don't lose our concentration in the second half. Make sure the players don't lose their heads at all. It has been another game where we have been on top and having a lot of chances. Looking to get another one now. Legowski, he's cutting inside. Luke Thomas out on the left. He's playing the ball into the box. That's a poor ball though. Newcastle able to get it away. We do reclaim the possession though. Luke Thomas back in his left back position. Seal playing it forward to him, and he gets a good ball through to Drago. And Drago again looking for his second goal of the game. Just puts it over the bar. Goal kick to Newcastle. Sebastian Cortez back at the Stadium of Light. Bonnie goes down in the box, but Drago, he drives forward. He wasn't waiting for that penalty to not be given for us. He went there. He put the ball into the back of the net. It's 2-0 now. Great play from us yet again. Not allowing Newcastle to play the ball out of the half. Tonali, again, he was a bit susceptible for the first goal, and again, susceptible for the second goal. We're just stealing the ball off him. And Drago, he's profited for the second time in this match. 2-0 now, 70 minutes gone. We're just going to look to make a couple of changes for the tied players that are on the pitch. Alcaron has been hitting a little bit of form recently, so I'll bring him on the left. And Drago, like we said, he picked up a knock in the first half. Despite the fact he's got a couple of goals, I don't want to risk him getting a potential long-term injury. Job, like we said, he's back to fitness. He can come on. And we'll bring on Bennett as well. Obviously, he got a goal at St James's Park. Would be nice if he could add to his tally again here and allow us to get the victory. Botman now on the ball for Newcastle. They are still trying to play it out from the back, managing to get it forward this time. Harvey Barnes on the left, cuts inside onto a stronger right foot, and he buries it into the bottom corner. Maybe a bit of complacency creeping into the players there. They know that it's obviously still a bit of time left in the game. We can't allow Newcastle to get back into it. 2-0 for us. It's not been a good lead recently. Have let quite a few 2-goal leads slip. Hopefully we can go grab one for ourselves, put that back to another 2-goal lead. There's obviously less time for them to bring it back. Alicon, he's looking to make it happen. Dan Neil, unfortunate not to get the goal. Nick Pope, there between him and the net. We do have the corner. Luke Thomas looking to get it in. He does float it to the back post. Shah heads it away, but only for another corner. We are going to keep the pressure on Alicon this time. He's looking to swing it in. Gets there, looking for the back post. That goes over everyone. Bonnie picks it up into Dewey. And now Neil plays it back to Bonnie inside into the box. That's offside. And nothing's going to come of that. Jacob Murphy now. He's looking like he's going to take the free kick. Patterson had to be aware there. Maybe creeping into the top corner. He does manage to get it away, but Newcastle have the corner. I think this is Facundo Torres whipping it in. Managed to get it away, and Job, he puts it a bit further out of danger's way. Newcastle, though, they know there's still time left in the game. They aren't going to be beaten easily. Jacob Murphy drives forward. No one closing him down. Very disappointingly. He manages to get the shot away, but Patterson's there. He tips it over the bar. Tonali looking to make up for his earlier mistakes, and he puts a shot over the bar. Coming into stoppage time now. Hopefully it will just fizzle out. We don't want another repeat of what happened in the last game. There is a highlight. Seal now plays it forward to Thomas. He puts it into Job, and now Bonnie plays it into Neil. He gets it forward to Jewison Bennett. We are tackled though. Neil again on the ball. If we can just keep hold of it, if we can get another goal, great, but as long as we don't lose possession, that's what we need. Managing to keep hold of it so far. That's the ball that we have lost though, and now Newcastle with a chance to counter themselves. Matt Target in the left back position. Callum Wilson's through. Callum Wilson has the shot, and Callum Wilson scores a goal. Another 2-0 lead, which we've surrendered. And again, just a last minute goal which Newcastle have scored to ruin what's going to be a nice day for us. Yet again, it's a game where we've looked to have been much the better team. That XG, 2.5 goals for us, 0.85 for them. Patterson must have had a poor game. The defence in general have had poor games there, apart from Thomas. Not the result we wanted. Part 1 of the revenge mission went so well, but part 2 just crumbled beneath our feet, and Looks like we'll have to get our revenge another time. We have got Brighton coming up in the FA Cup. That will be a tough game. It's one which we should win. Obviously, we are through to the semi-final of the Carabao Cup as well. So good opportunities for us to have cup runs. I'll see you for that Brighton game. That wasn't nice. Back for the Brighton game, and we have made wholesale changes to the team. Jamie Cumming, if anyone remembers him, the backup keeper who caused quite a fuss in the summer. He plays just his second game for the club today. Pembele, Papetti, Janacek and Zacharias, they make up the rest of the defence. Ekwa, Tim and Job, they make up the midfield. Barr and Bennett in behind Alarcon up front. Obviously, we would like a cup run. Not our biggest focus, though we do have big games still in the Premier League. We do need to be able to concentrate on that. And with the semi-final of the Carabao Cup coming up, still not sure who will be playing in that. It's either Brentford or Sheffield Wednesday. We'll find out after this game. But with that cup run we've got going on, the FA Cup doesn't weigh as heavily on my mind. And a chance to see what this second team can do. We're looking for slightly better performances than we got out of the last game from them. In other transfer news as well, just before we get into the match, Adil Ashish hasn't played too much football for us this season. Again, another player, he does have quite good potential. Not great that he's just sitting around on our bench. He's going to go to Blackburn on loan for the remainder of the season if he agrees to terms there. A chance for him to get some regular football under his belt. Maybe improve a little bit, and we'll assess his situation in the summer. Brighton, with the first highlight of the game, just past the half-hour mark. Gross, he whips it across. March heads it in there. Lallana tries to get into the box and get the goal. Jamie Cumming, though, up with the save. And now Alarcon looking to lead the counter for us. He gets into the box himself. He has a shot. Poor effort. No one really up there supporting him, though, so not much else he could have done. Just getting close to half-time now. Like we were saying, nothing much has happened in way of highlights in this first half. A very, very dull first half of this FA Cup encounter. Not pleased with anything that we have seen from the team, even though it is just one highlight. Expect more from the attacking quality we have shown in recent games. We need to get back to those levels. Papetti, he's looking to build from the back. Pembele, he puts the ball in the middle. Job, that's flicked on well, and now Abdullah breaking down the left-hand side, gets into the box, pulls it back, and there's Tim. A good finish into the bottom corner, sending it back from where it came from. No chance for the Brighton keeper there. Like we say, a good little play, nice flick on from Job to really set that attack alight. Shame he couldn't get on the ball himself. Maybe Tim's effort took a deflection off Webster and that took it past the keeper. 1-0 to us. Another start of a cup run it is beginning to look like. Just getting over the hour mark now. Tiring players starting to emerge on the pitch, so we are going to make a couple of changes. Drago, he can come on in place of Bellingham, and Jack Clark can come on in place of Barr. We'll leave it at that for now. Maybe look to bring Lewis Brown on at some point, potentially for a debut. He's a young player which we signed from Arsenal on a free transfer in the summer. Hasn't had much in the way of first team football, didn't expect him to. He's only been in the squad because we did have a lot of injuries, so brought him in for cover if needed. Hasn't been needed so far, but might be nice for him to get an opportunity at some point in the game. Still 15 minutes left to go in the game. Has been, like we say, a dull game in the way of highlights. Nothing much has happened other than the goal. We've only had one or two highlights more than that. That's been the most spectacular effort that we've seen. That hasn't been our goal. So you can see the quality that this match has had, and it has not been much of it at all. Luckily, the moment of quality that is shining through so far is for us, and we're looking to break forward again. Jack Clark coming down this left-hand side. He's going to get the ball into Ekwa. He has the shot from the edge of the box. That's off the bar. Dewey not quite able to keep that one in, so it does run out for a goal kick. Into stoppage time now. Looks like it's going to be a little 1-0 win for Sunderland. Great to start another cup run potentially. We did have not the easiest draw in the world. Obviously, at this stage, there is quite a few lower league teams still in there, but to knock another Premier League team out is fantastic for us. Oh, that's interesting. So we'll find out we will be playing Brentford in the semi-finals. For the next episode, I think we're going to have a cup double. We'll come back for the second leg of the Carabao Cup, and then whoever we get in the fourth round, they will be the next opposition. If that opposition turns out to be Brentford, might do a different game. Could be playing Brentford 4 times in the month of January. That wouldn't be very fun. Definitely playing them 3 times at the very least. So we'll make episode. We'll concentrate on the cups, and we'll get to the end of the January transfer window. Not anticipating too much business to go on. If we're looking for a position, it would be a centre-back. Pipetti hasn't been the player we imagined he would be when he did first come in. So maybe looking for a replacement for him. That will allow Petty to be the covering player that Luke O'Nien was for us. So potential for the squad to be changing over the coming month, but nothing major will be happening. If you have enjoyed that, please drop a like on the episode. Like and subscribe for Football Manager content on a daily basis. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.